So, hi everyone, it's Jerry Ann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and tonight we are going to be working on the how to make a sorting box for our cutting guides. This is something that I have put up on Snapguide, and put it up on Snapguide, and I have a picture tutorial. It's easy, all of that kind of stuff. So it is a lot of fun. I have two sets of cards from the Skylark collection, one from Volume 1 and one from Volume 2. And as you can see, both of them are fitting nicely in the box. The items that I'm using are one sheet of 12 by 12 mid-weight cardboard or chipboard, and that forms the actual box. It makes it kind of heavy. The second one is some paper for decorating, your favorite liquid glue, 12 5x7 envelopes, some score tape, and some paper for some construction strips. So the very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you the box. I'm going to pull out all of my cards because I'm not sure you guys got to see. So this is card number 19 from both Make It From Your Heart 1 and 2. And then these here are card number 20. Okay, so card number 20. Card number 21. And I used all the chip pieces for these cards. And then the other one I did a lot of stamping, or actually I used the Project Life cards and some of the stuff from my stash. Card number 21. And cards number 22. Number 23. Number 24, number 25. Remember, I told you guys you could get 3 sets out of this. This is 26. This is 27. This is 28. Oh, maybe that was 30. That was 29. This one is 30. Okay, so those are all the cards. Unless I used a couple, which I might have. I might have pulled a couple out, just because I've had a need for some at this point. Alright, and so then the box, when it is empty, looks like this. So this stamp set is the Glamour lowercase d 1522, and the letters and everything. And so the nice part is now you can see by the box top that we have all these slots to put our paper in as we cut a cutting guide. And a trusty little box. The cool part is that with the exception of a piece that fell off the card, basically it's stuck in here. So really it's a nice, really nice little accordion kind of thing here. Alright, so I'll make one of these for you guys tonight. We'll see what color we come up with. This one is more Lagoon and Juniper. And we'll go from there. And now I have a bug. Gotta love it. Ew. Alright, I'm going to stick these over in my corner over there. I am recording. That's why I talked to you and then I went into record mode. voice mode. Guide is free over on Snapguide. Again, here is the link. So you can go get it and print it off. I did not cover the bottom of the box. Alright, so the very first thing we need is a piece of chipboard. And I have some chipboard that I get from Michaels when it's on sale. And that. So this is the Recollections. It says 50 PT chipboard, 12 by 12. Normally $1.99 for a 12 by 12 sheet. If you buy it on sale, you're doing well. Alright. So what we need out of this chipboard is we need a piece for the bottom at 5 inches by 7.5. And now I have to find my ruler. 5 inches by 7.5. All right. Four, 5. And I am using a steel rule straight steel straight edge that my husband got from his work for me for Christmas a few years ago. And the nice thing is it's really heavy. You guys have seen me use it before, I think. And a rotary cutter. I'm sure I probably need to go get some new blades for. Okay, so 5 by 7.5. Okay, so this is 5 inches, 7.5 inches, and this is the bottom. Okay, now we need 2 pieces that are 2.5 inches. You know, we're just going to make this one a little smaller. We're going to make this 2 inches tall. Just because you know I'll definitely get it out of the chipboard. So 5 by, well, you know what? We'll find the other piece. It'll be fine. I decided to leave it 2.5. So we now have 5 inches, 2.5. Okay, and we need 2 of these. These are the sides. So we need 2 pieces at 7.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. And we need 2.5. One, 2.5. One, 2.5. And I have to show you our new puppy, Princess. You guys would like to see her, I'm sure. Alright, and then that is 2 inches. So now we need a 2.5 by 5 inch piece. And that is not wide enough. 1, 2.5. Moved my ruler. By 5. Always make sure the rotary cutter is cut or is locked. Alright, so these pieces were 7.5 by 2.5. Okay, and this is a side. Oh, you know, she's a trip. She's funny. Alright, so these are the pieces you need. I'm going to pop you back out a minute. Alright, I'm going to do, I think I can wrap the inside. I think I can do the Catherine inside, guys. And then I have some strips to do the outside. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab my score tape. And I'm going to score tape everything. Martha, your card was beautiful. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Thank you. Luckily, this dog is not a yappy dog. I would not be able to manage if she were a yappy dog. Oh my gosh. And the only person that she's barked at or growled at is Nicole. Because she was eating in a place she wasn't supposed to be eating. And so she wanted some. So this style, let me see if I can find my strips. I have construction strips around here. All set and ready to go. I do. Here we go. Don't know if I've got enough, but we definitely have a few. We should be okay. So what I'm doing right now, This is where the guide is for our class tonight. Sue was our hostess for June, and she got a ton of goodies in free product for all the orders that were placed. I was so excited to see that for her. She got stamp sets and ink pads. So that was really cool. Nope, see, I can't do that because it doesn't fit. So we're going to have to use strips. Which is good because that's the, I am so excited. You guys have made it be fun being part of Close to My Heart. You really have. And I got a cute little pendant, my 5-year pen. Let's see if I can. From Close to My Heart. It's a key, the logo of Close to My Heart. Very, 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 very stinking cute. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, we have one more month out of this catalog, and then the next catalog is totally brand new. So next month sometime I'll be able to show. I can tell you that we will be getting a brand new Cricut cartridge. Yep, it did. Brand new Cricut cartridge. What do you have to do to be a hostess? Well, if you have a group of ladies that you would like to hold a party for, I can definitely set that up for you separate if you've got a group of friends who will definitely order. But if you would like to be considered the hostess for my Ustream shows on Monday nights, when you place an order, then what I do is I put your name in the drawing. So no matter how big or little the order is, you still get to be the hostess. So it sounds like it might be a server issue, you guys, because I'm showing, when I'm seeing what you guys are seeing and everything, I'm seeing just fine. So it's broadcasting just fine. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix it either. Alright, so I made a bunch of construction strips just because I did. I had paper that was left over and I had time. And so basically what you're going to do right now is you're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and oh, I was listening to my thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to miter my corner. Then I'm going to take and put this down. And I'm going to mark it. at where my end is. And I'm going to go ahead and cut in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the side that has no score tape because I already score taped my hinges. So I guess we will deal with that later. So one goes there. We're going to do the same thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. So that gives us 2 flaps. All I'm doing is mitering my corners as I put these pieces down. Makes it just lay a little flatter because I haven't figured out a better way yet. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and butt up the sides. We're going to put this at a 50 or a 90-degree angle and put our sides together so that this is going to stand up and meet up. I want it to be a nice sturdy box. Okay? Oh, I should have put tape on the inside flaps too before we did this part, but that's okay. Okay, so your box should look something like this. I am. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go back and put little pieces on the sides here. And here comes the wild child because he heard that I was recording, I'm sure. Oh, yep, I almost put that down backwards. Don't like the way that one was sitting up right there. So we'll just do it on this side here. And the inside box is going to come, and we're going to go ahead and adhere. So we have a nice little inside piece. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that again on the other sides. Just giving that a really good push down in there. What are you doing, Harrison? Come down to tell me that you were sorry that you said my cooking was yucky.
Mom, I don't want to go to Boy Scout next week.
Okay. Why?
My great-grandfather passed away.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be at camp next week.
I don't want to go camp. I want to go Boy Scouts this Wednesday.
You can go to Boy Scouts tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah.
I don't want to go because my grandfather passed away and I'm sad about him.
I know. Me too. But it'll be okay. He'd want you to go.
Who wants me to go?
Grandpa would want you to go.
Where to?
Scouts.
I just want to know, how am I going to pick my button-up shirt off? Shirt.
Oh. Hey, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom said that she had that suit jacket.
Yeah,
Could you ask her to bring it?
I could, yes.
Thanks. I think somebody we know could wear it.
But I'm not going to wear it.
Oh, no.
Alright, so we have a box with a lot of raw edges and stuff. So what I'm going to do now...
I'm just going to wear short sleeve blue shirt to the same. I'm just going to wear my short sleeve
Alright.
button-up shirt.
Thanks. Alright.
But I'm not going to go to Scouts next week.
Harrison, you are going to Scouts this week on Wednesday, and then you are going to Scout Camp. You're going to Camp Gifford next week, so you won't be at Scouts, and then the following week is Boy Scout Camp.
So how am I going to get my pack check?
I don't
I
know.
will take care of the back check, Harrison. I've already talked to him about it.
You're going to do it next Wednesday for me?
Harrison, Mommy's trying to do her class.
Alright. Scoring board. So I have 1-inch construction strips, and I score down the middle. Yeah.
tomorrow?
What? Tomorrow, I think, is a Boys and Girls Club day, because I think we're getting on each other's nerves.
Or can go to Julie's or
No, it's not an option.
my attitude.
No, because I think we've spent way too much time together. I think you need to go hang out with some kids. Do some activities.
I can go to the Northwest and see Northwest Youth Center.
No,
Or not.
you're not going to daycare. You're going to Girls and Boys Club.
That's different.
Yeah. We don't do daycare.
So,
We're going to go do some social skills training,
we're at.
where you learn to be nice to people.
We're at.
We're at Boys and Girls Club.
But they don't do the skills there.
We've been out for 2 weeks.
Tomorrow I'm just gonna stay here all day and take care of Princess and sit outside.
We'll negotiate that tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe when I'm ready. We'll see. There's a lot of really cool ones, and actually, Thursday I'll probably post that, just because my grandpa joined the military, the Navy, when he was 16 during World War II, and he was out in the Pacific Rim, Pacific, whatever that is, and he was 17 when he was officially in, and then I think 23 when he got out and married my grandma. Okay, craft cardstock and, the brown paper bag brown craft cardstock, which is kind of the craft cardstock that Close to My Heart sells, is harder to score. Alright, so I need just the one side for this, and I'm going to go up and over the top here. So I've got a finished edge, no naked chipboard. I have no clue. I don't care. I'm just going to cover it up anyway. Let's get the other long side done first. It was pretty cute. Angie came over and stayed overnight, and her first question was, where was Grandpa's fish? And he told her that Harrison had it, and she was kind of disappointed. She's like, because the fish was a part of their childhood too. That fish has been around a long time, apparently.
Grandpa had a bass.
Yep, Grandpa had a bass fish. A talking fish. Right?
And the fish was funny.
And the fish is funny. Yeah, it is.
Great grandpa bought it where?
I think your grandpa bought it for your great grandpa, Harrison.
Grandpa Dennis?
No, Grandpa Mike. Jim. Ah! Wrong way.
Yeah, that was his dog. Jimmy, that was his pet out in heaven.
Yep. He is.
Some pets are allowed in heaven.
Pets are allowed in heaven.
I can't take my iPad when I'm in heaven.
Nope. They have better stuff up there.
I can't take a pillow pet to heaven.
Probably. Yeah, you could probably take a pillow pet to heaven if you really wanted one.
Whatever the bee.
Yeah.
But the bee got kissed.
Yeah, it did.
The bees never get kissed.
And the bees never get kissed.
I have my next dentist appointment. I have another orthodontist appointment.
We have to wait for the orthodontist to get back to us. We'll have another one at the end of August.
Oh, August 30th?
I don't know.
What day at 12:45 is Dr. Jorgensen?
The 23rd.
When is the 23rd?
Of July. It's on a Wednesday.
So it's not before.
Alright, so now we have all of our tops covered, all of our edges. So now all we need to do is put our side pieces on. Now, let's do the bottom ones first. Wow, they score taped a whole lot and I didn't need to.
Oh, we got. No one's ever talking with this before.
A talking fish?
You are silly.
Yeah. At least he's in a better mood than he was. Let me tell you. Could have sold him to the gypsies. Well, and now it looks like I really need to do the long sides first. Oh, I'm glad. Yep, Harrison will be probably at the end in August sometime, right before school starts. Just because that way we have a little more supervision for him when we do it. Plus all the other kids are getting them too. Let's see. Sticky candy. Aww. Yes, it is, Martha. They're having a party up there, you know. I'm not, honest. If you'd been around a half an hour before the show started, you would have seen no patience. None whatsoever. I think the hardest thing, though, is the incessant questions about things that only Harrison would ask out loud. Like, who's going to be the MC of the funeral? Are we going to see the body? Yeah. If Grandpa got a new body in heaven, how come if he got a new body in heaven, will his voice be the same? He's a riot. But he's my riot, so I guess I'll keep him. Alright, so this is a sturdy box, but it's not real fancy, you guys. Okay, it's fancier than Martha's baby wipe container, but not by much. Yeah. But you don't ask them 5 minutes after somebody tells you somebody died. Yep. No, I'd sell him. He's a good worker. Some days. He's a good worker, so I could get a pretty penny out of labor. My only fear is that they would want their money back. My poor mother-in-law is watching, not signed in. Horrific that I'm giving her grandchild to the gypsies. Because he's perfect for her. Alright. I actually have the garbage can there, guys. How cool is that? So, here's our box. All wrapped. Edges aren't going to cut us with paper cuts or anything, hopefully. Alright. For 11. I know. Hey, honey.
Yeah,
Can I beg you to get me a soda with ice?
possibly.
I'm begging. Yay, box. All right, envelopes. We need 12 envelopes. We're going to have to go digging because I know that there are 10 in here. But for $1.50 and you get these really thick, heavy craft envelopes that even come with a do not eat this gel packet. That's how good these envelopes are. 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to find 2 more. And I happen to know where they are. All right. No. All right. So Martha will be proud of me if I can find it. I used my ATG gun to seal all my envelopes. Maybe if I had paid more money for it, I would like it more. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and seal up all these envelopes. You're awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, honey. Okay, so these envelopes as well are made out of that super thick grocery feeling grocery bag feeling cardstock. And so these are a little tougher to use. No, it's just a diet root beer. However, I do have this sitting here if I really, really needed it. So we're just sealing all 12 of these envelopes shut. Oh, I don't know. Well, if we can all simultaneously sniff score tape together, we'd all be drunk. pink roller thing gives your arm one arm a workout. And so if you're not ambidextrous with it, you just build the muscle in your shoulder of one arm. Because it's so big. Last two. Then we're going to have the fun part. This is the part that with these envelopes is hard, with normal envelopes is not. And it's not even hard, it's just, you have to be firm. You gotta be firm with it. Alright, now that all of these are sealed shut, we're going to take and cut just a sliver. We're on step 13. We're going to take and cut a sliver. First I'm going to pick out all the fuzzies in my trimmer. And I normally take it just to the white part of my trimmer before it hits the silver part. And then I start in the middle and I go front and back, and that moved. Gotta love it. There we go. So basically we're cutting open our envelope at the top. Okay? And then they fit nicely in our box. They're going to fit even better once we score them all. Alright. I think it's coming out with a new one. They'll probably come to another version of the trimmer for Fiskars. Because my favorite trimmer is purple. Is the purple one. And they retired those a long time ago. We used to carry those. Plus, honestly, most people can find those at Michael's and Joann's with a 40% off coupon. And truly, yeah. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we need our scoreboard again. We are now on step 14, which is we're going to score at 1/4 of an inch on each side on the non-cut edges. So the easiest way with these is that they stay close to my heart on the bottom. I am cutting at the top of the envelope, yeah, so I open the flap up because the bottom of the envelope down here has "Close to my heart" written on it. Okay. Now I'm going to take it to the smooth side, and I'm going to take my stylus and I'm going to score at 1/4 of an inch. And these are really super thick envelopes, and that's why I decided to do it the other way. Hold on. I'm grabbing my scoring tool, my scoring blade for my trimmer. That's what this black blade is that you see occasionally. Just replacing. And then 1/4 of an inch, and I'm scoring my sides 1/4 of an inch. And I'm doing that on both sides, just because this paper is really thick. Alright, so now what we do, we're going to take and fold on our fold lines, and you're going to need something with these thick envelopes to help. These are really thick envelopes, you guys. But on regular ones, you probably won't have to do this. Okay. And if you do them both front and back, and I said that these are thick, right? Because really this is like a hard part. Not even real hard, but it just is really, this is the part where you gain the muscle here, guys. Okay. Alright. So the next thing you do, so this is all scored like in step 14. Okay? We've creased it all really well. And then what I do, which I must have taken the picture out, here's the corner. You guys see that? Here's the corners. What I'm going to do is just cut through the middle of each of the corners. Okay? So this is one of those steps that I must have missed, or I had a problem with the photo or something. Okay? So then what you do is you push in the bottom, and you push in the sides, so you get a gusset, and then just push in the and you go right over it with a bone folder and make sure it kind of flattens out. Alright, and then what I did is these little pieces that stuck out, I just cut them off. Okay, so you end up with kind of a gusseted envelope on 3 sides. So it'll stand up by itself. See? Voila! No hands. Okay, what questions you guys got? Oh. You know, it must be in the air today. Must be in the air. Alright, we'll do it one more. We'll do a couple more. Alright. So we're scoring at 1/4 of an inch. And I'm using my trusty score blade on my trimmer because these envelopes are huge. So when you go do your envelopes, you don't push this hard if you're not using these crazy craft envelopes. So I'm going to, let's see if I can do that. Hold on, I'll show you again. So now we're folding up our edges. Folding up our edges. And folding up the bottom edge. And again, these envelopes are killer. Alright, so here are the corners of the envelopes of the sealed side. We have one that's open, this is the top, and then this is the bottom. So see where there's an X? We're going to cut right through it. We're going to cut it off. Okay? Cut it off. Then we're going to open our envelope, press the bottom down, and just reverse the fold. So we get a gusset. Okay? I have no idea where I originally saw this idea for reversing a gusset like this, but it works for me. I use it a lot when I do accordion kind of things, when I want a little more room. And then I'm just cutting off the side pieces that are sticking over. Okay? Alright. Got it? Gusseted pieces that stand up on their own. So you don't even have to make the box if you don't want to. You could just make an accordion envelope thingy. Dave? Alright, and again, here's the little X. We're just going to cut off and cut off. Open up. Reverse the fold. If nothing, these envelopes are sturdy. All right. Huh. Okay. That's new to me. I'm still showing good. So, sorry, Karen. We could have the annoying fan. Did fix that. From times gone by. See, now I have 3. Alright. So, once you do that with all 12 of these. Oh. Once you get all 12 of these. We're not here forever tonight. The way that I make them into an accordion is I take my score tape and you could do it with a few less envelopes. I like the idea of having a bottom in my piece. So you could leave this and do 2 down the side and have a pocket in the inside, but you don't have the gusset. And so sometimes when you want to grab, or if you're sticking something in that's bulky, you definitely want to do this part. So what I did is score top to the top and the bottom of the back of the envelope. You're going to do that for all of your envelopes once you've scored them all. Oops. Let me back my ruler score tape. I'll give you another piece. Alright, so then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you found the bottom of each of your pieces, and you're going to go ahead and take off the bottom strip of score tape, and you're going to line your bottom up and squish. And now it's attached at the bottom. And then you're going to take the top one and gently squish it down as well. So now you have an accordion. Okay? Can you see that again? Here's our third one that we scored. So we're going to take our bottom off. Make sure we're at the bottom here. We find a corner, attach, and come over, lay down, and squish. So technical, our terms here. Squish it. And then we're going to take the top piece off as well, and we're going to squish. And now we have 3 pockets. And they're accordion, so that you've got a little more room. So if you knew that you wanted to use embellishments for those cards or something, you could stick them in there. Yeah. You never know with him. Some days, I think he's outside playing with the hose. Because it's only 8 o'clock here. It's still really light. Alright. So the next thing, so you do that to all 12. And then what you're going to do is, on the front side, you're going to go ahead and do 2 things. You're going to put a piece of score tape along the bottom. Score tape along the bottom. And then you're going to put score tape along the edge here. So we'll do that because, well, I need it to be able to go in. But anyway, when you put the score tape and everything in, it attaches to the front of the box. So you've got a little bit of edge, and then I do not attach the back of the box because that's where I stick all the little extra pieces. Okay, so let me show you how I did the little tabby things. So be a good coupon keeper. It could be a lot of things, you guys. But today, and I made the tutorial for Jerry Ann's cutting guides. So then it was permanent. It was just something that was fun. Well, let's go ahead and cover our outside box. We'll find some paper that's fun. In colors, yeah. Alright, I am going to cut strips of this piece here. And I'm going to cut them at 2 1/4. Make sure you change your blade back. I don't know, your stuff is beautiful, Martha. Simply gorgeous. Everything you've ever sent me is just beautiful. 2 1/4. Except for I want this bird in here. By 7 1/4. That's going to be pretty right along the front of my box. And then we need another 2 1/4. By 7 1/4. I'm a pretty good copier. 2 1/4. And then this one is going to be 4 3/4. And we should be able to get both of those out of there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my brown chalk ink, chocolate chalk ink from Close to My Heart. And I'm just gonna flume the edges. Just to make them a little more distinct. Now I lined the inside of the box as well because somebody looks straight down in it. But you don't necessarily need to. It's kind of like covering the bottom. It's just a 2-pack. You get black and you get brown. And then what I did is I took from the cards something that had something I liked. Oh, here's one that says Friends Forever. Ooh, I like this one that says Happy to Spend It With You, with the little bird. I know that we fussy cut that bird out of there, but you know what? Maybe I'll make a bird. Maybe we'll stamp a bird. We'll do something. Alright, I think I'm going to want to do lagoon colored tabs and white daisy for this one. Alright, and all I am doing is I'm going to take my if I can find it. This is a Fiskars hand punch thingy. And I have a 2-inch scallop punch, which is from Paper Shapers. But the Stampin' Up! Scallop punch works really well too, or the Close to My Heart one. So we need 12 punchies. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other thing is that the 2 chalk inks that we do sell together are cheaper than one cat's eye. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, because each of those have 12 cards. And then we've got circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think these are big enough. Nope, 4. 4 of those. Well, let's do gray inside. I got white, but we'll do gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. Now I have the Giggle alphabet. Or no, Glamour. Okay. And I'm going to take Owie. Grabbing a couple of blocks here. Alright, 2 little blocks. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my 3. And I'm going to use the chocolate ink here. We have 30, and we have 23. Baby white. We have 0, which goes for 30, and for 20. Okay. All right, we have a 1 for 19. And for 21, we have a 9 for 19. And 29. And then we just have a 2. And then each of these, 19, 20, 21, 23, we forgot 22, 22, 23, we've got a 29, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. This is a nice set if you guys like letter and alphabet stamps and number stamps. This has got lowercase alphabet, numbers, and some punctuation marks. So it's really, really nice. $24. $25. $26. $27. $28. We got 29 and 30. So all of our numbers are done. And again, this set is really, really nice. It's a D set, D size stamp set. So it's $17.95. Very nice set. One of my favorites. Alright. And it's easy to line everything up. I think that's the other piece that's really helpful. Alright, so I'm going to take my tape again. And I'm going to run some tape across the back. So here's 30. 29. 28. 27. 26. 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 20. Aww. And 19. Alright. And then the way that I stacked these was I went 4 across. So for 19, what I did in order to make these stick really well is I actually used score tape. And I made sure that there were 3 scallops on the bottom and put the score tape between the 2. And then what I did was for 19, I went right over to the edge, kind of so you could see it, like this. Okay, for number 20, I just kind of placed it here. For 21, so 20, 21, and then 22. Okay?
When does Uncle David get back? What time will Uncle David be here on Wednesday?
I have no clue, honey.
He's taking the train over.
I don't know.
Can send you an email?
I don't know. He's dealing with Aunt Jennifer.
On the phone?
I don't know, Harrison.
David will be here on Wednesday.
Night, yeah.
He's not gonna be. He'll be here late tonight. Late Monday.
I don't know, Harrison. And then on the back of my Project Life card, or whatever card you decide to use, I just go halfway up. And then when this comes up this way, this is how it's going to look. Easy peasy. Any questions, you guys? At least they're sending you smiley faces, considering that they could be telling you horrible things about me. Who knows? Alright, so that is all you do is finish up your accordion pieces and go ahead and put your box together. Again, you just add adhesive across the bottom and then up a little bit. Stick that to the front and you have your sorting box all done. Alright, so I'm going to finish up with that tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.